Uh, hey everyone, welcome back to another episode for the Minorities in STEM podcast. Today we have Mr. Opio here, and start off here, Mr. Opio, why don't you give a little bit of background information about yourself and like your occupation?
Okay, thank you so much, Bazari, and it's a pleasure to meet you today. My name is Bavin Opiyo, and I come from Kenya. I currently reside in Nairobi City, and I serve as a medical professional and especially the neuroscience. I deal with brain disorders. And at the same time, I serve as a chief executive officer of a charity organization called Bright Path Vision Organization here in Kenya. This is just to empower the young people economically, also to empower them through digital literacy skills, and also in the STEM field, the current tools that we have, the artificial intelligence, as well as many objectives that we aim to achieve as the organization, because that is what is important. To giving back to the society is the most important thing. At the same time, I also work as a researcher. I've done research with the many organizations when it comes to the neuro-oncology. Initially, I worked with American Cancer Society. We did marvelous work there. We provided articles on what's going on and the current trends in the cancer treatment, as well as any other organizations, the Royal College of Physicians. Been a member there as well. So that is all about myself, and also looking forward to sharing more. Thank you so much, Mr. Bazali.
Yeah. So what are the steps to become a neuroscientist like yourself? Like what would you
Okay,
recommend?
well,
Sorry, what would you recommend like students like me or like high schoolers in general like do that could like help them become a neuroscientist in the future?
okay, great. I think the most important thing to give outside here when it comes to pursuing the neuroscience in particular is for the student to focus on strong foundational knowledge in science and mathematics. You will try to develop digital and research skills, participate in projects or volunteering, seeking for mentorship, and also remaining persistent despite the obstacles. The journey is not easy, but it is important that somebody to remain consistent, because consistency and curiosity are the key things in building yourself. When you want to venture into the neuroscience field, it's a very wide field, and it's just a matter of building strong foundational knowledge in science and mathematics, and also remaining curious. Seek mentorship, volunteer, and attend, do projects. That is something that is very important for a high school student who want to pursue anything to do with neuroscience. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um okay, and then have you like ever like thought that you didn't get any opportunities? Like have you ever felt like limited to any STEM opportunities that you wished you had?
I didn't hear you well. Kindly come
Sorry.
again.
Have you ever felt limited in like STEM opportunities that you wish you had?
Okay, do you ask like, have I ever got an opportunity when it comes to STEM or something else?
Yeah, 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 like say like you wanted to do research but you weren't able to because um or like you weren't able to learn something because of your geographic location in Kenya or something like that. Like have you ever felt like you did not receive an opportunity in STEM in general?
Definitely, I have done so. I've received opportunities in STEM as well. I've interacted with these young people from the United States. The AI in STEM, that is one opportunity that
Mhm.
we partnered with, which is a young organization and profit. And we try to look on how AI can be applied in different sectors, especially in the healthcare. That is one thing that I've achieved as an opportunity. And also when it comes to the being the junior researcher, because if you look at me, I'm still very young, but
Yeah.
have done tremendously well in comes to the research as well. The Kenya Medical Research Institute, in partnership with the UK body, when it comes to doing research in the neuro-oncology as well. So those are the opportunities that have landed, as well as many others, and also interacting with professors, yeah, in Kenya as well, globally. Yeah,
Oh,
I've
very
followed so many of the activities, and also I've been into fellowships, I've attended conferences. Yeah, these are opportunities that have presented themselves to me, and I've always run away with them. I don't just take it for granted. Yeah.
right. That's great. So could you also like elaborate more on on your organization, A Bright Vision?
Well, Bright Path Vision Organization, we do a lot of things, Mr. Bazari. First of all, if I were not in STEM, then I would be likely be working in a community leadership or education, focusing on empowering young people through knowledge, mentorship, and opportunities. And okay, well, if I look at how I grew up, how I went through education system, my passion has always been to be impact-driven service. The
Mhm.
Bright Path Vision, that is my main aim, giving back to these young people and trying to connect one or two of them to an opportunity because they're very innovative, they're very experienced, but they lack that connection, they lack the resources to achieve their full potential. So that is what the number one thing we do because you will realize a young person is able to invent something to do with a snowshoe. So you're like, what about snowshoe?
Yeah, yeah,
So that
yeah.
is what that is one major thing we do at Bradpath. Also to create climate resilience, provide educational opportunities like scholarship, training, and mentorship and coaching to these young people in Kenya and beyond Africa as well. So that is what we do. Healthcare initiatives, developing hackathons, trying to organize campaigns to create awareness in the underserved communities, in the local rural areas. That is also what we do. But the supermost thing that led to the development of Bright Path Vision is the kind of life me and my friends went through because I can't see anybody doing it alone. I have to help them do. However much I can't do it with to anybody, everybody. But I know 5,000 people in the young people in the next 5 years, we shall have impacted them very positively. Yes, that is what we do, my brother Kadari.
That's very good. It's very good. Okay, and so like what kind of uh parts of the world are you impacting like right now, I guess? Like other than like Kenya and like the yeah.
What kind of
Like, sorry, what kind of other areas other than Kenya are you impacting right now? I heard about like AI and STEM and of you went to like conferences and stuff like that. What kind of like different like impact overall, like widespread impact have you done?
great widespread impact majorly is on healthcare and creating awareness to the young people when it comes to sexual health and reproductive health rights. That is what we've done, and also mental health initiatives. We've tried to venture into this widely across Kenya, and also to that is another specific key area which we have ventured into, and we've achieved tremendous impacts by monitoring and evaluation because we get contacts, we get information, we get feedback from the institution heads, and they're like they want us to go back again to create that enlightenment. And I'm so happy as the CEO. Maybe sometimes I'm not there physically, but the volunteers are doing wonderful work after the trainings. And again, climate resilience. When we check our seas and the coastal seas, most of them we have frozen worlds. So we are trying to develop projects, proposals, which is going to attract fundings, also to create impact in these specific areas in the coastal regions to try to create that climate resilience amongst people. So that is also I've combined something called artificial intelligence and agriculture and drones. So that is one thing that is my own my own innovation. And also, I have developed a concept on the neural drop that is definitely to detect automatically something to call Alzheimer's disease, multiple sclerosis. All these are neurological disorders. That is something under development, and I'm just looking forward to scaling it also to help those people who are not able to access the hospital services within their reach when it is necessary to. Yes,
Oh,
thank
that's
you.
awesome. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
And so like how do you see yourself in like 10 years? Like after you do everything, like you like how much impact do you expect and like I don't know, like what do you want to be in 10 years, I guess?
Okay. Oh, yes, my brother. Where I would like to be as a person, I would like to see more equitable funding, education, research, and technology across the world, and collaboration between countries, the young people connection, inclusion of underrepresented voices, stronger links between science and community needs that will transform the field significantly. So personally, what I wanted to do mostly, my brother, is just my inspiration comes from a desire to solve real human problems, especially in health, neuroscience, and community well-being. Because when I was growing up and I started witnessing challenges in access to quality health and education, this motivated me to pursue this term as a path to create a meaningful change and hope for others. So what I would like to see in the next 10 years is equitable access to education, research, funding, as well as technology across the world and countries, and also to ensure we are very inclusive enough for those people who are not well represented in high sector values. Yeah, collaboration will be fantastic, stronger links, and I'm looking forward to be one of the remarkable person leaving legacy behind, even if I'll not be serving as a chief executive officer. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So do you think that like kids get enough curiosity in education right now? Like do you think like I guess like high schoolers or like people in your education, do you think they get enough of like curiosity and stimulation or like pursue STEM fields?
Great. I think that is something related to the advice to the young people, right?
Yeah, exactly. But like I just want to know like do you think it's like a problem for like these students to like do you think they're not wanting to delve into STEM fields because um they're just not like s- uh s- they just don't have the desire to because like they haven't seen any like, STEM or like any like labs or like experiments or anything like that.
Okay, well, first of all, I always tell the young people that believe that you belong in every room of innovation.
Hmm. Yeah.
You stay, you stay curious, you have to build skills consistently, and you don't need to, do not let limited resources limit your vision. And
Hmm.
because your perspective about the STEM is far much valuable, and this is what the world needs. The world needs your ideas. And going into the STEM, like I said before, curiosity and consistency are the key cornerstones to building yourself and the future. So you just have to believe that you belong in every room of innovation. Think of, okay, the funny thing about innovation is that today I'm coming up with a new drop. Someone else is going to advance it more. So that is why I call on to the young people to always believe that they belong in every room of innovation. They stay curious, seeking mentorship, building skills consistently, and never to limit themselves, because your perspective or your idea about something is very, very significant when it comes to giving back to the world and leaving legacy behind. Yes.
Wow, that's awesome. So Mr. Opio, do you want to share anything else before we close off this episode?
Okay. Well, I think I've said almost everything, but collaboration is very important, my brother, and it's very interesting that I've met you. And we have a lot of things we are doing with the young people. Connection is very important. You people in the states have seen what young people, maybe in high school, senior, or sophomore, they're doing great things, and I'm shocked because come to Kenya, my brother. There's the high school people. They don't no longer do that, and I
Mm,
think. The final thing I would like to say is that speed is important for innovation, and
mhm,
responsibility ensures that long-term impact. I always focus on something called ethical thinking, testing solutions very much carefully, and considering how technology might affect people and communities before scaling it. So we need to be people who are adapting to changes, like the current technologies, the artificial intelligence.
mhm,
How is it applicable in the healthcare? And the neuroscience driven therapies and sustainable technologies excite me the most because this has the power to improve quality of life globally while
mhm.
trying to solve complex human challenges. As I finish, I just say that let everyone believe that they belong to every room of innovation. Never limit yourself. That is the thing I want to say. Then we tend to give back to these people, maybe the old, the young people is going to be much fantastic. And I will always smile while interacting with people who are underprivileged.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, listeners, for tuning in to our Minorities in STEM podcast. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new today from Mr. Opio, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye. Thank you, Mr. Opio.